Hereford secured their first home victory of the season with a 2-0 win over Buxton. Joining me now is Josh Gowling. What did you make of the Hereford's performance overall today?
Yeah, we had a chat before the game about our family, about our friends and about the young lads that obviously passed away sadly. I was fortunate enough to see him play at the PDC. He was a big talent and it's sad to hear what's happened. So, you know, we said to the lads today, let's put on a performance for him and his family and our families and our friends, because life's precious and it's so hard to, you know, it's just horrible to hear that, especially one of our own. So, you know, obviously we want to dedicate that to him and his family first and foremost. He was a lovely kid and, you know, he had a bright future. So that first and foremost was key for us today to make sure we got a win for him.
Well, it sounded like an inspiration, but given that, I thought it was a nip and tuck first half, but it took control in the second period.
Yeah, I just thought in the first half we get too many balls away. I thought, you know, we speak about play what they obviously give you, and when they pressed on, I think we looked sharp, and then when they dropped off, we looked a bit nervy on the ball. So it's just understanding just to take your time and have a bit of composure, and probably we had Ty dropping in. Ty probably dropped down a little bit too deep, so then we didn't have an out ball when they did press on. So, you know, we spoke about that at half time, but you know, here if you come in at 0-0 at half time, you've got a great chance shooting down the slope of, you know, really doing something. And to be honest, I thought it could have been more than two.
Yeah, I thought the crowd played their part today, especially really encouraging in the latter stages of the match.
Yeah, definitely. I think they can see the lads' work rate, see the lads' endeavour, and I think it just helps scoring, doesn't it? When we score, it just lifts the place, and obviously they were just singing, chanting all game, pushing the lads, driving the lads forward, and you know, we could have. I mean, Ryan's said to him in there, if he didn't have a trampoline touch at times, we would probably have a couple more. So, but he'll come. He's making good runs. He's getting in good areas. So is Miles, and you know, we've got Ty. You know, that experience with Ty. So we just need to tighten up in a couple of areas. But like I said before, you know, we are a work in progress, and there'll be little bumps along the way. But you know, putting in a real strong performance today was pleasing.
How much pleasure did you take from the clean sheet as well? That's 2 on the bank.
Yeah, you know, we've got 2 centre halves that want to head things. They're both comfortable on the ball. They'll talk. Lukey doesn't like losing. Doesn't like losing. Obviously scored again today. So he gets in amongst it. And obviously we've got Skip and you know, Jack Evans is excellent 1v1. You know, he's a tank and he'll run up and down all day. So you know, the team's got legs, which is really pleasing to see. And we've got lads that come off the bench and improve things as well with Jeffro, and obviously Latty and Aaron obviously got some minutes today as well.
Obviously Holloway with a lovely knockdown for Pinchard for the second goal. Again, that must give you some thoughts about what options you have out there.
Yeah, that's what he gives you. He's a big, strong lad. He held off Brisley well, and Brisley's not easy to hold off. He's, you know, Football League pedigree. He's been around the block. So that's what he gives you, and it gives Harry the opportunity to buzz off people and get around things and get shots off like he did. So yeah, it just gives us options. You know, we've been short in the 9 area for a couple of seasons up in here now, so we've got 2 real strong contenders now, and it, like you say, gives me a headache.
Managers always tell me don't look at the league table till 10 games, but I'm sure you'll have a quick glance at it with Hereford in the top 4.
No, I've just found out now, so thanks. I don't look at that, to be honest. No, we just want to improve on what we did last year and the work we did last year, and we're going to take it game by game and looking for improvements. Now, that was an improvement in parts from the Chester game. I thought we were a bit more comfortable today than we were that game, so it was a good improvement there, and then we're going to look for an improvement against a tough Banbury side. And
a real test, yeah, against Banbury, unbeaten so far.
Yeah, got the tails up. Obviously, they got promoted, winning the league. They're used to winning. Obviously, I know Andy was here. I obviously played under him, so we'll get them organised, we'll get them playing good football. So, you know, going away from home, it's going to be tough. But again, we want progress, we want progression. So, you know, we're going to look there and get a win.
Well done today.
Cheers, thank you.
Miles went off. Was he slightly injured at the end?
No. We say to the lads, when your race is done, it's done. Tell us, and we'll put fresh legs on. And you know, he was just tired. Same with Ty. You know, we've had 2 really far away trips, haven't we? So, you know, we had training Thursday, which we tapered back a bit. So, knowing that we've got games Saturday, Monday, it was probably the right thing to do, just to take off a few tired legs.
And the fact that you've got a fairly strong bench means you can rotate because you've got 2 games coming up in quick succession.
Yeah, definitely. I think last year when we rotated, we found it difficult to keep the intensity and the levels of performance. Whereas I think this year with, you know, the likes of Latty, you know, Jeff Rose come on today, we've got Jan, Aaron, you know, we've got Lakes, we've got some really good options that, you know, will come in and not just do a job, but stake a claim for a, you know, starting place on a regular basis.